I mean, I remember back in 2018, I was investing in quite a few stocks in the UK market, and they started off well, but then after a few months they began to decline, and most of them were in the red towards the end of the year. Now, during that time, I didn't know much about investing, so my mentality was that they'll make a recovery at some point, and I believed in the fundamentals of those companies. I also bought a house around the same time that year, and I was in the process of renovating it, and that took a long time, roughly around 10 months or so. And I was also running an online business at the same time, so I had a lot on my plate. Yeah, I had a lot on my plate during that time. Then towards the end of 2018, something happened, a personal tragedy, and it's not something I want to go into too much detail about, but I was going through a rough patch in my life, and I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was definitely suffering. And I remember sitting in hospital, and I was thinking what I should do with my stocks, because to be honest, I didn't even want to think about it anymore. You know, it was a hard time, and I guess the only way I could ensure that, you know, not to think about any stocks anymore was to sell it all, and that's what I did. I sold all of my stocks. You know, that way I couldn't check whether I was up or down on any given day. You know, my mind was completely free of it. So that difficult time for me lasted for maybe a few weeks or so. So I can only imagine how it will be for someone that's suffering from depression, or is going through a really bad time in their life for months or even years. You know, and I wasn't even trading at that time. I was just investing. Trading, especially day trading, would have been far worse had I tried to continue to trade through what I was going through.